Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tama. So a lot of you would have noticed my absence on YouTube for a long time now. Basically, I have been cooking something and the food is ready and is served, right? And I'm coming here to tell you guys that I have written my book. A lot of you know that this is coming. Those of you that may not know, I made videos in which I shared my marriage story. But this time around, there are some things that I didn't say in the video that I was able to put down in a book. And for those of you that may not know as well, all the traditional wares you see me wear, I sell them. If you want, I'm going to give you a phone number to contact me so that I can supply you different styles. And then I have a shortlet as well if you're coming to Lagos and you need somewhere to stay in Nigeria and you need somewhere to stay. Contact us on our phone number. I'll put all the details in the top comment, in the pinned comment, so that you can stay in my shortlet. We have the cleanest shortlet in Nigeria. Clean, beautiful environment that, especially for those of you that may be coming from outside Lagos. There is a part of me I feel like a lot of people do not know, and you will get to know a lot more about me and the journey that I have, the life journey that I have been through to where I am today. And like, the book is actually not very long. And what I meant by when I said it's not very long is that it's not even about the length of the book. What I struggled with was the emotional roller coaster as I'm writing this book. And you know the way when you're writing it, you're remembering. And some of the things made me sad. Like, not sad for me of today. I'm so grateful of me of today, but sad for me of the girl of that time, things that I went through. And I remember how young I was and how much I went through. And considering that I have children of that age, I have children that have even gone past that age, and I still have children of that age. And I just think about, can you imagine if they went through what I went through? I went through a lot on my own. By the way, if you don't know, my book is titled Love is Not Enough, My Yoruba Igbo Intertribal Marriage from Hell. Because I never actually used the word from hell before, but after writing the book, I realized that no, I went to hell and back, and then I added it. My Yoruba/Igbo intertribal marriage from hell. What I went through for love. But let me tell you guys something else that surprised me. You know, when I made the video about my story, my marriage story, I saw that there was a lot of, I gained, I think I can say that, some healing from sharing that, to be honest. But I didn't realize what the difference would be when I write it as a book. You know, believe it or not, I've always kind of like, I think I've said it before, where I just write on a piece of paper and a pen, write the story of my life. And I used to do it many years ago, about 23 years ago. And then I kind of stopped. So one day, one of my children were finding them around the house. You know, the way I just kept them wherever. And somehow they were popping up around the house. I still don't know how, but anyways, they found them and they read, and so when they find another one, they read again, they read again. And one day they said to me, one of them said to me that, oh mom, you know that thing you write about your life, are you writing more? And I was like, where did you find that? Oh, I saw it there, I saw it there. And I don't know, you know what I was doing there is like, when the feeling comes, like I feel like writing right now, I just write. So I think I didn't put them all together. So I wasn't waiting for when I have the time. I just wrote a little bit here and there. One of my children was like, write more. And I realized I wasn't in the mental space to write it, but I found myself in that mental space. I pushed myself actually. I'll tell you guys another time about how or what triggered me to say, you know what, I've put this off for too long. It's time to write it. I previously tried to get somebody else to write it for me. And it's a foreign woman. She's a white woman. I noticed that when she was writing them and I was reading through, I saw that, no, I have to write this. It's not her story. It's just a job. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's just a job. And she was using some words like, no, that's not how I sound. If that makes sense. You know, even by words, there are ways that we sound. I'm like, nah, her English is not bad. Of course, her English is perfect. But that's not how I speak. Felt like it's not working. Eventually I said, no, let me just do it myself. And it has taken me time. Talking about taking me time, it's not even just the length of time that it took me to write it. It's the emotional aspect of it. I was taking a lot of breaks because I found a lot of it very draining. And I want to say this: if you are, a Nigerian, read this book. Get the online one. The online one is the cheapest one. And I didn't expect the amount of healing that I got from writing this book. I think just the aspect of just putting it down. I had to relieve a lot of these experiences, and then putting it down felt like letting it go. And it's not like I didn't let it go before, but it's just like, to be honest, initially I didn't want to talk about it for a long time. Like, people ask me what happened, blah blah. I didn't want to talk about it. I never realized how much I was holding back, by not speaking. When I made a video about it, I saw a healing from that. But the healing that I got after writing the book, the healing that I got, it's hard to explain. As a parent, read this book for your children. As a man, as a woman, if you're dating and you're dating outside your tribe, or you're not dating and you're hopefully planning to date someday, and you may find yourself outside your tribe kind of situation, read this book. If you have a family member that is dating outside their tribe, get them to read this book. It's a book that even if you feel like, okay, I don't need, buy it for somebody. I'm telling you guys, the e-book one is very affordable. One thing I want you guys to also realize, when it comes to setting the price, Amazon sets the price, right? So whatever price you put, that's your cup of tea. Amazon, for example, why I'm saying the e-book one is better, or is the cheapest, is actually because it's not a physical book, but the books that Amazon has to print out and send, so they have to add the cost of delivering to you and the cost of printing these books. And I put it in colored. It's full of pictures of me when I was younger, of the pictures that I didn't even put in those videos, right? This book is so detailed, and you would cry at the thought of how bad tribalism is. Like, I'm saying to myself, if this didn't happen to me, I actually wrote it in a book that if this didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it happened. Like, how people can be so mean based on tribe, just a tribe. And I'm saying this, what you see, when we go to a foreign country, we talk about racism and all of that. What about tribalism amongst us, fellow black people? Just because you're a different tribe from myself. And I keep saying it. If you were born in an orphanage, if you were raised in an orphanage, you wouldn't even know what tribe you're from. You'll be raised as a Nigerian, and that's it, as a black child. But we're privileged to be born at home to our parents. As I'm Igbo, I'm Yoruba, I'm this, I'm that, and you hate somebody so much because they've never done a single thing wrong to you. They've never offended you in any way, just because of their tribe. This book, it will make you cry. It will make you cry. So it's a book that is not just something you buy for yourself. Buy it for a family member. Especially if you have nieces and nephews that are still young and dating. Things that they should be mindful of. If you're not a Nigerian and you're dating a Nigerian, read about it. It doesn't mean don't go ahead, but you will see maybe, hopefully, signs of things to watch out for, to know whether you should go ahead or not. And even if you go ahead, it helps you with what to expect. You know what I mean? Be prepared. You understand? And all of those things. So I am so excited about my book. I put a lot of work into it. It has taken me so long to finally finish it. And there's so much I'm doing with my life now. I hope to start sharing the videos about things that I'm doing in Nigeria, things that I really derive joy in doing. You'll get to know it. Let me not go into all of that. But hopefully this is me back now, to be honest. To an extent, I think I'm just so busy enjoying my life that sometimes making videos can be a bit daunting, to be honest. Don't forget that abroad, there's just not much happening in your life abroad that makes it easy to sit down and be talking to the camera every single day, you know. But here, but anyways, I'll show you guys what I'm up to now, things that I'm really, you know, doing and loving at the moment. But just so you know, the reason I have been so absent, the writing of this book, guys, I want you guys to, then when I think to a great extent, when you read my book, or after you've read my book, you will begin to understand who I really am, like what makes me what I am. You know what I mean? Because my experience shaped me. It has shaped me. Do you know, I didn't realize how much the experience shaped me. That's one thing. Like when I wrote it in the book as well, when we went to nursing school and they did reflective, we just do reflective. Oh yeah, reflective. But I don't think I realized as much as I do now the power of reflection. Just going back through what I went through, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. How do you say it? Man's inhumanity to man. What I went through and what I survived. Like I have gained a better awareness of who I really am. I'm actually strong. I'm being honest. I know I'm strong, but I think putting it down on paper showed me how strong I really am. And I really want you guys to, you know, the way you cook food and you wait for people to come and eat it, and you know, say this your food sweet. I really want you guys, so that when next you see me talk about marriage issues and political whatever, the corruption and other things, you know where the passion is coming from and where this sorosoke, you know, mentality that I have, where it's coming from. And I really want you guys, I honestly, there's a big part of me that's looking forward to reading comments and maybe messages you send me, emails to talk about my book. And honestly, I don't know, to be honest, among a lot of things I've done in my life, I think this book is one of the things that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud that I put it down on paper. Something tells me, I feel like maybe not in our lifetime, but sometime down the road, I believe that my book is going to be a movie. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a movie. Definitely is a book that even if this book doesn't go viral today, I believe it will go viral someday. I believe also, this is not just being, because the story, you know, another aspect is, I believe that a lot of marriage counselors are going to use a book like this, not even in Nigeria, outside. Read my book and come back, right? We use it to speak to couples about things to watch out for. Do you understand? There's so much that a marriage counselor can use. I look forward to, and I believe that one day there will be lecturers somewhere around the world. There will be lecturers that will use my book to speak about, you know, tribalism, like you want to explain to students tribalism. I believe my book is going to do that. Like there's so much in that book, in my book. I believe that even pastors, there will be pastors that will use my story to preach. You know what I mean? Don't go by what I'm saying. If you can afford the hardcover, you can buy that one, or the paper cover. If you can't afford the other ones because they're expensive, but I think there's something about buying a book and holding it in your hands. There is just something about it. And for those of you that want to buy the book, Amazon delivers worldwide. If you can't buy the hardcover, you can't buy the paper cover, whatever, go for the online one. That one is very cheap. I think it's like $9.99. Like, you can't go wrong with that one. But if you're one of those that like to physically hold on to a book, go for the, you know, the physical books. I hope to hear from you guys soon. I think I'll end this one here. As always, whatever your opinions are, please, and whatever your comment is, whatever you want to say, please let me in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com. That is my website. So if you're coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Summer Aku, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Jakarta story. And as we speak, I now own a shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they are like, wow. They are like, this was even 5 pass abroad. You understand? So it's important. So if you're coming across, not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. You've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they are like, wow. They are like, this was even 5 pass abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book.